Okay, guys, what's up? Test Dummy 22. Gonna listen to some Green Day. Green Day's new album, Uno. You can see it there. You know what it looks like. Really digging this album. Well, at least side Uno a lot I've been listening to. So not much of side 2, but I'm really stuck on side 1. So really digging it. You know, at first I kind of thought it was a little... But after listening to it, really catchy, really good, really fun. But let's get into the pickups, guys, because I'll tell you fucking what. I got a lot to show you, so it's going to be another one of these long videos. Like I said before, I'm going to do this once a week. So once a week, you're going to get a 40 to 50-minute video from me. Unless something amazing happens and I need to show you, you know, it's just going to be pickups once a week and then filled in with a bunch of other shit during the week. So let's get to it. We're going to start with the crappy records. I wouldn't say crappy, but the ones that aren't as good. And then we'll work our way into the better ones, and at the end you'll get the best. So, this is the Beach Boys, Spirit of America. Yard sale pickup. Nothing too special, just a Beach Boys record I did not have. Next one, another Linda Ronstadt. This is volume 2 of her greatest hits. Gatefold. Single LP. Love these pictures on these inner sleeves of her. If you can see that. Her sitting at like a vanity, and then on the other side, her in the roller skates. Pretty cool. This one would have been a pretty cool pickup if it wasn't for the vinyl being in such terrible condition. The Shondells, this is their first record, Hanky Panky. It still plays, though. I mean, it's a good play. It's just not going to end up on my shelves. It'll end up in a bin somewhere. Next one, Wild Choice R&B Oldies. This is just an R&B 20 greatest hits type deal. Some good guys on here. We got the Wheels, the Monarchs, the Shells, Colligans, the Nutmegs. Just some good old R&B. Another record that's not in super duper condition. These are all Goodwill finds. This was, I believe, this band's only album, Automatics, 80s band from, I think it's like 80s rock, just regular old rock, pop rock. I'm trying to see a date here, 83. Have not spun that one yet, but I do want to give it a try. It looks like it could be kind of interesting. Maybe a little rockabilly, maybe. It does have that 50s look to it, and it is a gold stamp promo on that one. Next one, I kind of picked this one up just based on the cover. It's a foreign record. It's called Recital. This Monternland. I don't know. Just really like the cover of that one. Still in the shrink. It's in really good shape. I did look it up, but I kind of forget what it's all about. Here's some good soul funk stuff. Old stylistics, just the greatest of stylistics. Another one to go into bins, just basically for like random listening. This is a 12-inch single by Latour. People are still having sex. Well, let's hope so. Found that one. Next one, the Ink Spots sing Stardust. Always pick up the Ink Spot stuff. Try to get through these really quick, guys. Get to the good stuff. I know. You gotta sit through the shit to get to the good stuff. It's the way it works. Ink Spots. This is just self-titled. Vinyl's in pretty good shape. Jacket, not so good. This one I picked up based on just the cover. I thought this was really cool. Some of you beer fans out there will kind of like this. It's called Cheers. This is Burl Ives and the Ray Charles Singers. And I really, really just love this cover. Bunch of beer mugs with this guy's face on it. I guess that's Burl there. Nothing super spectacular. I'm not even really sure exactly what's... I guess it's a little soul-ish. This one's like a disco-ish record. I don't know much about the music, but this is sealed. Lonnie Hall. I did look it up. I know I seen the word disco. I did not spin it, obviously, because I'm not going to open it. I'm going to keep this one sealed and just see if I can find anybody on Discogs who's looking for something like that. These are some half-decent ones. some comps. We got a Chubby Checker and Gary U.S. Bonds comp. Really good condition on that one. Another compilation. This is a British Invasion, the first wave comp. A lot of these guys on here, like they've got Clapton, Jimmy Page, John Mayall, Savoy Brown, P.P. Arnold, Humble Pie, Rod Stewart, Eric Clapton, Small Faces, The Nice, Fleetwood Mac. I never even knew Fleetwood Mac was British Invasion. Maybe they're not, I don't know. But that's a pretty cool cover. And I like compilations a lot. I'm like into collecting old compilations. So the next one, Long Cool Woman in Black Dress by the Hollies. This is a compilation, I think, as well. Obviously a later Hollies record. It's, you know, not one of their... This was actually pressed in, I think, like the 80s, I believe. Either the 80s or the late 70s. It says 69. Maybe it was 69. But it came in the shrink. I opened it. Well, it wasn't sealed, but it did come in the shrink. So it's in really nice condition. And the Hollies are one of those good bands, you know, to put on and just vibe out to. This is one I seen Reno, I think, show. He got this from LJ, and I actually just picked this up myself. This is Santana's Caravanseria, or Sarai. And I just love that cover. I love that picture there in the front. Such a serene picture of the desert and camels and stuff. And Santana, you know, I'm kind of like with Grano on this. I can only deal with so much Santana, but I do like Santana. Another one, I kind of just got this, you know, good condition, yard sale, cheap. The Irish Rovers, the Unicorn. That's obviously folk, country, ish music, poppy. This one's one I'm not sure of. This is Burning Rome. This is a band from the 80s. I believe this was another kind of one-album wonder type thing. Not saying that this album's good or anything, because I have not listened to it yet. But I think they didn't come out with many records. This might have been their only one, Burning Rome. I might be mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know anything about this, let me know. Next one, we got the Screaming Blue Messiahs, Bikini Red. And this is 80s alternative indie rock, I'd say. Not anything too special or spectacular. Just it was in really good shape, you know, mint condition and cheap, so I figured why not. Back to some compilations. 20 explosive original hits with original stars. This one's a good one. Really cool comp there. We got guys on here like the Box Tops, the Who, the Jaggers or the Jaggers, T-Set, Shocking Blue, Tommy James and the Shondells, Can Heat. Yeah, some good stuff. The Intruders. This seems like one that I would definitely throw on and spin one day. This one's a cool one if you're into oldie stuff, and I am. This is Graffiti Gold. So basically, you know, like an American Graffiti type record with oldies and stuff on it. This is 40 hits from 40 original artists. You got artists on here like the Flamingos, the Tempos. Who else? Oh man, there's a lot on here. D. Clark, the Teen Queens, who else? The Crests. Frankie Lyman's on here. Anthony and the Imperials. 3-album set. Really, really cool pickup there. And it's like mint condition. The vinyl's in great shape. One of those records you can just spin, listen to some good old oldies. Turn that down a little bit. But next one, The Best of Manford Man. This is an import too. This is Great Britain, so this is a UK or British import, which is pretty cool. A lot of these are imports from this one. A couple of these I'm showing. This one's The Best of the Platters, Greatest Hits, or The Greatest Hits of the Platters. This is in just wonderful shape, and I dig the Platters so much. It's nice to pick up another Golden Hits record from them. I have probably like 2 or 3 in my collection. This one's pretty cool. I picked it up based on, I'm a cheesecake, you know, lover, so I like the cheesecake stuff, and this girl's definitely kind of cute there in her fishnets, so I figured that was nice. And then what else sold the record was the fact that it's in really good mint condition, and I don't see a lot of these old colored vinyls. And this is like a red, dark brown, like a reddish burgundy type color, and it's in such good shape. It's the Sportsman Quartet. It's called Barber Shop Ballads, and it's got some good stuff on it. Probably just some good old, you know, good old barbershop music. I don't know. Just seemed interesting. Next one, some hard rock. This is April Wine, The Nature of the Beast. Another little quick, easy, cheapy little pickup. Next one, Back to Cool. This is another compilation here. We got bands like The Lettermans, Peter and Gordon, Lou Rawls, Chad and Jeremy, The Outsiders. Another late 60s, mid 60s compilation we got going on there. Pretty cool. This is one I've seen a lot, never really picked it up, but it was so fucking cheap at a yard sale. And it's not in great shape, but I picked it up to listen to it. Grace Slick, Dreams. I always like that cover. So I picked that up. This one I already have, but this was in really good shape, and it had the original inner sleeve, so I picked it up. This is Elvis Golden Records. I actually have a really old copy that I've had forever of this, but now I got another one. Really cheap, why not? There was a lot of Elvis stuff this one guy had. I don't pick up Elvis much. Alright, let's get into some of the better stuff. This one's awesome. This is classic 1977 punk fucking rock right here. This is Richard Hell and the Voidoids, Blank Generation. I listened to this like 3 times today, man. What a hell of a good old school classic punk record this is. I was talking to a guy about this the other day. He said he went, when this album came out, he went to buy it with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend wouldn't even stand at the counter with him when he was buying this record. And I was like, that is cool. I was like, it's got the original sleeve. I got it for $10, and it is mint. I'm talking like the collection it came out of was a guy who passed away, and he would buy 2 or 3 of everything. He had man, I can't wait to look through his collection later on this week. This is the one thing that the guy let me pull out ahead of time. I seen it, and I quick grabbed it. I said, can I buy that? He's like, yeah. He's like, but I'm going to go through the rest of it, and you can look through it. But just imagine if stuff like that's in there, what I'm going to be finding in the next couple of weeks. So next week's pickup video should be pretty fucking good. Next one, we got the Rockettes live at the Ritz. This is a gatefold. I'll show you the gatefold. This is from 1981 on Island Records. Near mint condition copy here. This was recorded live, and this is the version of this record that is a limited edition pre-release copy. This album was supposedly recorded in 48 hours, so it was you know, performed by them, recorded and pressed in 48 hours supposedly. It says it right down here at the bottom. I don't know about pressed, but okay. So, next one. This is some pop rock here from 1979. Got a lot of late 70s stuff here to show you, and stuff I'm not really familiar with. The lady's name is Ellen Foley, and the record's called Night Out, and it just looked kind of interesting. Really like this picture here on the back of her. It's kind of cute. So I picked that up. That's 1979 pop rock there. Some of this stuff I obviously didn't get around to spinning just yet, but that Voidoids record, I'm gonna keep that out of the pack because I don't want that getting messed up. It's a good record there. This is some 1980 new wave power pop. This is on, and you know what? This is on RCA. And it's Jack Green. Looks pretty interesting. And these are all like near mint condition, really great. I found a guy with a bunch of old 70s stuff, obscure shit that I never really heard of. This is Golden Earring. The album's called Switch. I love this artwork here on this. This is so cool. But this is rock, you know, classic rock stuff from 1975. So mid-70s, classic rock stuff. Next, we got some funk soul jazz, 1976 U.S. pressing. Another kind of cheesecakey cover. This is one that I've seen in my cover books a lot. But there's some good music on here. Some jazz, funk soul stuff from 1976. Next one, we got some good old synth pop, 1982. This was a good find, I think. Landscape. Name of the album is Manhattan Boogie Woogie. The Manhattan Boogie Woogie. Heard some good things about this record. Have not got around to spinning it yet. Next one, we got some blues rock here with, what's his name? Mink DeVal. And this is also from the 70s. I think we got 77 on this one. Some good old blues rock. This one was a good find, and I listened to this a couple times every night. This and the Voidoids record are the two I really listen to the most. This is some good old punk, too, from 77. Actually, I think the Voidoids one came out, what was it, 78? No, they're both 77. These both came out the same year. This is Christ Child. Hard is the name of the record. And this is actually, you know, a pretty hard record to find, to be honest. And it's just really good shit. I actually kind of like this more than the Voidoids record, to be honest. This is really, really good punk. If you've never heard this record, try to find it. Christ Child, man, this is some good shit. Good old school punk. You know, when punk was just starting, and you know, I'm really into that shit, like that old 70s, late 70s, early 80s punk rock, man. I'm just loving it. This is one I've seen like so much, and I had a really beat copy of it once, and I never got to listen to it, so I seen it for cheap. It's a Best Buy series. It's a reissue. It originally came out in 72. This is a Canadian pressing of it, and it's this son of Schimmelson, and it's labeled as pop rock. So I have to give that a spin and see what that's about. Next one, this one I have not spun yet, but this is actually the next one on my list. This is some indie rock from 1986 on Big Time Records. It's called Positively Dump Truck. It's got this dump truck, and it's like, you know, not the greatest picture art there, but I've heard good things about this record. I don't know if it's super obscure or whatever, but it's 86 indie rock, so. And I mean, I like stuff like, you know, from late 70s and the 80s that, like, is obscure. Stuff that's not, like, the big name bands. Because there were so many bands back then that just didn't get the recognition that they deserve. Just like now, when bands come out and they just don't get the recognition. Most of the bands that don't get the recognition are the ones that are probably better than the ones who are, you know, so popular and shit. I mean, I don't like, not saying I don't like popular bands, because it's not their fault that they get popular. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of music that people don't get to hear because they don't get popular enough. And this is one we've all seen, but I picked it up because it had the sticker, and it's in like mint condition. It was really cheap. And obviously, this is from 1983, Quiet Riot's Mental Health record, which has like the hits Come On, Feel the Noise, and stuff like that. So picked that up because it's still in the shrink and it has the sticker, and mine other two copies don't have the sticker. This is a band called the House Martians. This is labeled as Britpop, so British pop. I'm not going to try to London Hole 4. I don't fucking know. But this is a U.S. pressing. It's a promo copy. This guy down here, right there, his name is Norman Cook, and he actually went to, man, I'm not going to remember the name. Maybe you guys can help me out on that one. But I know he went to some other bands, if you can kind of see him. Norman Cook, that's his name, and he went and did some other things after this. But this was like his start. Is this band, the House Martians? Love that name, the House Martians. Cool name. Next one, we got some 84, just regular old rock here. This is on Hopewell Records. The name of this one is Stranger to Stranger, Casting Shadows. Another near mint condition, good, you know, record. I love this picture here in the back of them. Kind of reminds me of a Stones type picture or something. Next one, I've been looking for albums from this band for a couple weeks now, ever since I got the album The Sense, or Sense by The Church. I've been looking for other stuff by them, really into The Church, you know, good old alternative indie rock. This is from 1985. This is Heyday Found this one in mint condition for a really cheap price, so I picked that one up. Actually have not got to spin this yet, but this is definitely on the list. Definitely on the list. Definitely one of the better things that I found that I'm actually looking for. You know, because I always find it fall into stuff, but sometimes it's not what I'm looking for. This is Cannonball Adderley, some 1968 jazz compilation of some of his stuff. So we got the best of Cannonball Adderley. I actually got this record in backwards here, but yep, little jazz pickup there. This is a good one. I don't have much Buddy Holly on vinyl. I have a lot of his 45s. I have a couple of his 45s, not a lot. A couple of his 45s, and excuse me while I flip the Green Day. And yeah, I just, you know, sometimes I don't even frickin' stop it. This one, I actually noticed the other night that this has a slight warp in it. It's nothing that affects play, but I bought this record brand new, and it has like a tiny, it seems like, I don't know if it's a warp or what, but it seems like it rises at one spot. And it's not much, it's barely noticeable, but I'm anal about that type of shit. Anyway, this is a Holland pressing of a Buddy Holly record. Just some hits, you know what I mean? Some Buddy Holly hits. Like I said, I don't have any LPs of Buddy Holly, so this was nice to find at a really cheap buck, you know? Same thing with this one. This is a 1970 Buddy Holly Lives, another Buddy Holly compilation. Really nice to pick that one up. These are in great shape. It's really nice to have some of his stuff on vinyl. This is 1985. Nothing special here. Electronic rock, Heart. Everybody knows this album. Dollar Bin Fine, but it was such a beautiful, beautiful copy of this. So I had to get it. This one I'm really excited about. Nothing super special, but man, I'm such a big fan of the American Graffiti. You know, the Orange record, the Gatefold Orange American Graffiti soundtrack. Man, I love the music on that. I love the movie, and I just love that record. I have one sealed. I have one. I have two older ones, and I have a reissue, and I have one sealed. So I have pretty many copies of that because I do love that record, and I never pass it up. And when I seen this is called More American Graffiti, and this is a whole nother thing here with the same type of music on it. Wolfman's on here, everything. It's just like a whole nother American Graffiti record. It's really cool. It's got the inside picture of the girl in the mold shop. Just love this oldie stuff, and I mean I can put this on and just jam out to it, and really just dig it, man. I'm into it. You know, there's those days, man, when that's all I want to hear. It's just oldies, you know, oldies, rockabilly, classic, or not classic rock, but you know, rock and roll from the 50s. Love that shit. This was a good find. $2. And Dead Wax, if you're watching or if anybody talks to him, let him know. I found this bad boy at $2. This is a coalition release. We're gonna give you. I'll give you the product code. It's SD9042. But I was really worried about after I watched his video talking about this record. Now, obviously, these guys went on to join King Crimson. So, you know, this is if you're into prog and psych, this might be something you might want to pick up. It's an amazing record. One side's like basically instrumental, and the other side has lyrics and shit. But the one side I've noticed it's just music, and I mean I dig that to an extent, but I'm really a lyric guy. So when it's just music, I kind of fall away from it, and it's nice to have on when you're just relaxing or whatever. But if I really want to listen to something, I need lyrics. Lyrics are just something that I need. But this is an amazing album nonetheless, and I honestly thought at $2 that I was gonna come home and it was gonna be really beat and really fucked up. I didn't even look at it. I just grabbed it and said, "Fuck it, I'll take it and just see what I can do with it." It was a little dusty, but after I cleaned this bad boy, no deep scratches, maybe a couple little light things here and there, nothing extreme. But I'll tell you how silent this record played. Dead Wax said that the ones he had were so noisy and terrible, and you have to pay $200 for a copy that's good. I don't know if I got lucky, but this fucking thing sounds amazing. No noise, no hisses, no pops, so smooth, sounds good, amazing copy, man. I don't know if I got lucky or what, This obviously is a U.S. pressing of this. I know there's the ones that go for like 200 something that are green here, and I think they're I don't know if they're the reissues or what. If this one's the original, I don't know the whole thing. I do know that this is a cutoff here, but I could care less about that. I care about the vinyl. That's what I care about. I want to be able to listen to it. Next one, this is Sherry and Marie Curry. Obviously, Marie Sherry from the Runaways. This is the record she put out, I believe, after the Runaways. This is from 1980, labeled as hard rock. This is on Capitol. Pick that up because I'm trying to get everything I can that's associated with the Runaways. Next one, this is some 1988 rock, and it's obviously the Smithereens. Everybody knows the Smithereens. The name of this band is Green Thoughts. Pretty good Smithereens record here. Pick that up. Next one, 1981 heavy metal. This is on Jet Records. Ozzy Osbourne's Bark at the Moon. This is one or Bark at the Moon. Diary of a Madman. Sorry. This is one I don't have, so I picked it up. It was in $2 bin, and it's fucking really close to mint. Beautiful copy. Vinyl looks great, and for $2, I'm not gonna pass it up. Next one, we got the Patti Smith Group. Patti Smith, I just picked up her album Horses, and last time I talked about it, I said I didn't care for it too much, but I'll give it some more spins. After giving it some more spins, I really enjoyed it. Great record. So I figured I'd pick up something else. This is the Patti Smith Group. Wave. This is from 1979. This is on Arista. Really good, nice pressing, and it was really cheapy fine too. So I figured I'd pick that up. And it's also, they label it New Wave Punk, so this was an amazing find. This is a gatefold. Everybody has seen this record. I have this on tape. I have it on CD. I have now 2 copies of it. But I'd like to show you the shimmer on this. Do you see how shimmery this is? The vinyl looks like it's never been played. The thing is in amazing condition. This is the CBS original pressing of this record. It's the same exact pressing that I have, the one I had before. This was in a $2 bin, guys. A $2 bin. Original inner sleeves, no warps, no scratches. Looks like it's never been played. Nothing wrong with this record. It was in a $2 bin. I don't know how it got there. I think somebody made a mistake, but I grabbed it because I know this is a record that A, is really good. B, if I want to sell it, I can make $10 off of it, and even if I don't sell it, it's nice to have an extra copy of this. It's one hell of a record. A lot of good guitar solos, and just great, if you're into Sabbath, Ozzy, and stuff, that's filled with some of the classics. So, next one. This was another cheap find. 1987 electronic synth pop, Simple Minds live. Very beautiful pressing of this. Man, is this an amazing looking album? It is. It really is. Solid, just solid, nice. Have not got to spin this yet, man. This is on the list too of things to listen to. It's got the inner book intact. The vinyl's mint, just a beautiful pressing. I thank Laz a lot for getting me into Simple Minds. If he would have never mentioned Simple Minds in his videos, I probably would have never really got into them. But after listening to some of their stuff, really into it, I definitely dig it. This is, like I said, A&M Records, U.S. pressing, gatefold, good condition, synth, new wave stuff. Really good find. Next one, Kraftwerk. This is like I'd like to say an EP because there's not many songs on here. This is Kraftwerk Autobahn, and basically there's like a one-sided 20-minute sound song that's really good. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. And it wasn't a. I'm a completist when it comes to Kraftwerk. Like I want to get everything by them, so I figured you don't see their stuff a lot. Last time I seen their first album and I passed it up. And I kicked myself in the ass for it over like weeks and weeks. I was just kicking myself in the ass. I said to myself, if I ever see anything original Kraftwerk again, I'm not gonna pass it up. There's no way. So I just wasn't gonna pass it up. I listened to this like 3 times. Great record. 1974 EMI pressing. This is Australia, New Zealand pressing. So yeah, some Kraftwerk. Next one. This is No Dice, Two-Face, 1979, some more 1979 rock. Next one, we got some new wave here, 1978, The Talking Heads. This is one of their first records. I think this is just more songs about buildings and food, I think is the name of this one. It's on Sire Records. I was expecting a little bit better from this record. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit better. It was okay, but something about the lead singer's voice of Talking Heads that it just gets annoying to me after a while. Not saying I don't enjoy some of their music, but I don't know. I was kind of waiting for the record to get over so I could listen to the next record. And I hate when that happens, but I'm just being honest. But it is a good pickup. I mean, if you're into new wave and stuff, I'm pretty sure if I gave it 2 more spins or something, I'd probably fall in love with the thing. That's how I am with most music. Next one, wonderful band, great band from the 80s. If you're into 80s music and you don't listen to these guys, you should. Lords of the New Church, just some wonderful, wonderful punk. I'd say punk, like new wave punk stuff. This is, I believe, their first record from 1982. I'm not sure if it's their first or second record. I could be wrong about that, but I think there's another cover version of this record. This is the U.S. pressing. I think the other pressings might be different. That's a good one. Next one, last but not least, in this stack, we've got some more 80 electronic synth pop stuff, and this is The Bugles, The Age of Plastic. Video Killed the Radio Star. Everybody knows that song, but let me tell you something about this record. The rest of it's good too. Just one hell of a record. Good 80s synth stuff. As you can tell, I've been picking up a lot of late 70s, early 80s synth, indie, rock, whatever, because I just really dig that sound. I'm into it right now. Post-punk, punk, new wave, synth, electronic, rock, or indie, alternative stuff from the late 70s to the early 80s, mid 80s is what I'm kind of going after right now. So that's where my pickups are at this moment.